some noise for the Power Rangers! They can hear you!
Thank you for coming, the both of you.
What's up, Albuquerque? How you guys doing today? Good? Thank you for coming. You are small but mighty.
You consider the big kids table bully? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Too close. Back it up. So what's up, folks? How are you? You guys are late. Did you not read the instructions? We're going to write you up. Crying out loud.
Don't you always cry out loud?
No.
Yes, you must always.
Sometimes you cry like this.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Power Ranger panel.
Woo! So what do you want to talk about? You dragged us out here. That one right there in front looking for the door. Looking for the door. How do I escape?
He's got a question.
Introduce ourselves first?
Yeah. Hi guys, so thanks for coming here to be here in Albuquerque for the second time. Well, I've been here a couple of times. I'm not sure everybody else has been here. Anyway, my name is Wes Jones. I played the original Black Ranger, like the Power Ranger. And let everybody else introduce.
Oh, yeah. I'm Joe Johnson.
Hey guys, I'm Jason Faunt. I play Wes Collins and Alex Drake in Power Rangers Time Force. I was here last year as well, so I'm sure I got some. Thank you for coming.
I'm Richard Horvitz. I played Alpha 5 in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Hey, everybody. This is Tracy Cruz. I played Ashley Hammond, the Yellow Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo and in Space.
Hello everybody, Selwyn Ward here. I play TJ from Power Rangers Turbo and Power Rangers Space.
So, yeah, I guess. Usually we have a moderator, so sorry, but I guess we're just doing this on our own. So,
What are you doing here?
who are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Oh, he didn't know anything. Yes.
I looked over like,
we got a microphone right here if anybody wants to ask questions. But in the meantime, and in between time, I'll just tell you about a few things that are going on with me. I'm doing music right now, guys. So if you want to check out my music, it's under Trey Emmanuel. In fact, I'll be performing tonight. So come on now and check me out tonight. I got 2 songs that we're gonna be doing. The performance is at 9, but I think it starts at 9. I think I'm performing 10. So, guys, come on out and check it out. Also, I have a movie on BET right now called War Dogs. So, if you get a chance, check that out. It's an action film with Run and Gun. So, thank you for your support. Thank you for being fans. We have the best fans in the world. You guys are amazing. And it's been 32 years. Can you believe? 32 years. It's been 32
Thanks
years.
for aging us, Walter.
Which is weird because I'm only 32.
Look at that. See? He was the biggest before the gray hair.
That's right.
But
Wait, I have gray hair.
But his voice is the same. We love
Yes.
it. All right, so who's next? So we got Paul in the audience.
Paul Schreier's hiding over there, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Schrier. All right, I guess we're talking about what we're doing now. I got a film coming out with Johnny Young Bosch and Paul Schrier, actually. And it's coming out next week. It's called Spades from Box Rocket Studios. So check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, actually, we're doing a premiere for limited premiere cast and crew. We're waiting on distribution, so maybe it's a little premature, but keep your eyeballs open for Spades, folks.
If you're in LA Saturday night, right? That's
We're going to allow a few fans to be able to sit in.
Oh, I should have invited everybody. Right?
You did, yeah. You're not coming out. Show of hands, who's coming out to Los Angeles next Saturday? Okay, there you go. You guys, the 3 of you can be there.
Let's see here. I'm producing a cartoon right now called Brush Brigade about the Tooth Fairy's daughter. That pilot episode is going to be done here soon, so we're real excited to bring a whole new animated cartoon to the kids' world. I also just finished a movie called An Old Friend, which was Oscar qualified. So myself and Tom Skerritt, we were Oscar qualified. We just found out a couple weeks ago we didn't make the short list of the final 5, unfortunately, but we got into the ring, which was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun. And then Legend of the White Dragon, I know it's been a long time coming, but that movie is done. They're going through distribution now. I've seen it. It looks amazing. And I know it's been a long wait, but it's finally come, so hopefully you guys all support that when it does. Legend of the White Dragon, yep. Woo! Oh, and I play Batman coming up. I'm sorry, Batman's son. Superpower Beatdown, I'll be playing the role of Batman against Shredder. For those of you so that's coming up next month. I am Batman. I'm Batman.
I am not Batman, but I'm currently working on a couple of shows, one called Hell of a Boss and one called Has Been Hotel. And I voice direct both shows, but I play the voice of Moxie on Hell of a Boss and continue to do video games and stuff like that. So, thank you.
Hey everybody, so while I am not doing these conventions, which these are so much fun, you guys make them so much fun and memorable, while I'm not doing these, I am an advocate for autism. I have an organization called Neurolux, so for families that are impacted with autism, you can go to my website and we'll help you facilitate anything that you need. As we know, autism is a growing epidemic, and so it's something that's really near and dear to my heart. Neurolux.com is where you can find me, and other than that, I will see you at the next con.
Questions, anybody?
If you have questions, you can come right up to this microphone right here.
Otherwise, you're just going to talk.
Don't be shy.
Come on up. And Paul Schrier is in the crowd, so questions can still be directed to him. He's not hiding.
He's hiding.
There's
some good acoustics in here, man.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good. I just wanted to know, what was the audition process like for you guys?
They said you're hired.
They grabbed him off the street and said, "Yeah, hey, kid, you should be on a TV show."
I guess it was different for all of us, of course. My process was they had me come in. I almost missed the audition because I was doing Star Search at the time, and my agent called and said they want to see you for this superhero show. They're going to do 40 episodes if it gets picked up, and I was mortified because I was like, oh my God, this is such an amazing opportunity, and I'm going to miss it. But I got back to LA and they called and said they still want to see you. So I went in on like a Wednesday and I had acting, so I do read these sides. I read the sides, did the scenes. Knew that I can knock that out. But then they said, so can you do any dancing? I was like, yeah. And so they said, can you show me something? So I did some hip hop, And then they said, can you do any gymnastics? I said, yeah. And they said, can you do a flip or something? I was like, yeah. So I did a backflip. And they said, can you do any martial arts? I was like, yeah. And they said, can you show us something? So I did a little kata, some punches, some kicks. And they said, can you put it all together? And I was like, now? Yeah. And I thought about breakdancing. When you breakdance, it's like a battle right here. They call it a battle. So I did like some breakdancing, some up rocking, and then I did a couple of punches, did a swipe in the air, made it look like a kick, and I came up, did a backflip, and I bowed out. And they were like, that was great. So after about 2 weeks of auditioning, I went back maybe 3 or 4 times. We had to do audition for the producers and then for the network and then, so forth and so on. After about 2 weeks, I ended up being the Black Ranger.
My audition process was completely different. It was literally like 9 o'clock at night, and I got a phone call from a friend of mine who was in an edit bay in Burbank, California. And he said, there's this guy in here, and he's bought this show from Japan. And they've got this robot in there, and they need a temp track for a robot voice. Can you come down here just to lay down the track? And I said, sure. So I went into the booth and I think Alpha we hadn't come up with I yet. That was in a different iteration about in the middle of season 1. And I just looked up the screen and I go, Zordon, there's trouble in Angel Grove. And Chaim Saban stood up and said, yes, he will be our Alpha. We don't have to do anything to his voice. It'll save time and money. That is how I became Alpha 5. And I said, okay, that's how I became it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Great question.
Hi.
Hi.
So for the things, for any of you, what was your favorite episode or movie or whatever to do in the things?
I think the Wild West Rangers was super fun because we got horses and guns and all that fun stuff. Woohoo! Food fight we loved because we got to throw spoiler alert, food. So that's we used to get suspended for that, and here we're getting paid for it. So food fight, particular love of ours.
For me, it was probably movie madness. We filmed in the Universal lot. They put a lot of extra production value to that one. So I thought movie madness was a good two-parter, and yeah, that was probably my favorite of the time force.
I'd say for In Space or for Turbo, gosh, in Space there's a lot of good episodes, but one of my favorite ones was Invasion of the Body Switcher. So where Ashley and Astronema, they switched places, so I got to be evil.
Yes.
So that was fun, a lot of fun.
Yep.
Did you have a favorite?
Turbo, I'd probably say Wheels of Fate, when I got to take Lightning Cruiser and I got to do all my own stunts, drive like a madman. That was a lot of fun.
My favorite episode was the wedding episode with Zed and Rita, for the very same reasons that Alpha got to be evil. They destroy the command center, and then Billy shows up because Alpha comes out from behind the smashed console, and the line that I recorded, which is what I really wanted it to be, was Alpha comes out of the shadows, and I said, "I'll be your Huckleberry," but we got notes back that said we can't do it because the movie Tombstone had already come out. That's obviously where I got that. But I loved it because Alpha got to be evil. Same thing. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Paulie, what's your favorite?
I know you're back there.
Rangers, this is Zordon. Please turn and observe the viewing globe. I'm sorry to tell you, Rangers, but Bulk and Skull are the true heroes of the Power Rangers.
Sorry, guys.
I think one of my favorite episodes was Happy Birthday, Zack. This is the first episode that had my character's name in it. It was exciting. It was like, hey, this episode about me. It's kind of cool, So yeah, this is one of my favorite episodes. Thank you. Great question.
Thank you.
You too.
What are your thoughts on a Godzilla versus Power Rangers crossover?
Have you seen the comic book?
I've seen the comic, yeah.
Yes, I think it'll be awesome. And do you know the sound of Godzilla came from a squeaky gate? Really? Yeah. That's what they did. That's how they came up with this.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I heard that. I was like, that's so cool.
Rusty Gate. Sounds like
No, I think it'd be cool. I think we definitely have to have the Dragonzord in there, right? The Dragonzord battling them. Godzilla. Ooh, Godzilla! Yeah. What do you guys think? Godzilla?
Well, I've never really thought about Godzilla, but I would, if I had to choose a crossover, I would do probably South Park. South Park and Power Rangers. Yeah, that works.
You killed Kitty.
Zack, get the first episode.
So then two questions, okay? On the topic of crossovers, how amazing was that Ninja Turtles and Power crossover? How did that actually come into fruition?
There was turtles?
Yeah, I remember there was
with the Rangers?
Yeah, I think I remember something
What
like
are you
that.
smoking, sir? Is there security around here? This man needs to be escorted out. No, that happened. Yeah, that happened. That was the thing.
What season was that?
That was in space.
Oh, that season.
Yeah, that season. Yeah.
What season? Do you know?
I don't remember the season. I don't remember the season.
In space?
In space. It was in your season.
Okay, to answer that question then.
Well, I was trying to get Selwyn to talk.
sure how that even.
How it went down? Okay. Well, I do remember getting the script and seeing that the Ninja Turtles were going to be on there. I wasn't exactly sure how that was going to work out. In my mind, I was thinking a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type of situation. And then when we got on set, they actually had the Ninja Turtles on there. They had the animatronics on there. And yeah, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. I geeked out. Some people loved it, some people didn't, but you know, to each their own. But I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great crossover.
Was it the same actors that do the Turtles normally? The same?
No, it was our stuff.
Yeah.
But they were in the Turtles.
Yeah, they had the turtle suits. They had the actual suits. Well, and you know, I mean, obviously, you know, we were on the tails of them in many ways. You know, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that was such a Chaim Saban thing. He said, it can't just be Power Rangers. It has to be something Power Rangers, just like Mighty Morphin Teenage Mutant Ninja Morphin Turtles.
Last question. You're in the Southwest, of course, Albuquerque. What's your take on green chili? Come on, like it, love it, no?
Better than the red. Red's too hot for me.
I haven't tried it yet, but I want to. I plan to.
I like it. I had a burger yesterday with green chilies, and I like spicy, but I can't eat jalapenos. But green chilies were fine, so I'm good. So I like it.
I don't know how they managed to put it in coffee, but they do. Yeah. So you guys put in everything. Some in this water right now.
Body wash too. Well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate all the great work you did.
Water. Thank you. Oh shit, I didn't.
How you guys doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good. It's crazy, I'm here right now, so I'll keep it quick. How does it feel, 20 years later, you guys being all here together again?
God bless you for thinking it's only 20 years.
I'm sorry, 30 years.
No, you stick with the first answer.
You know what? It's very cool. We're like we're kind of an extended family because I mean the show's run for 32 years. There's lots of Rangers that have been within that, but we get to see each other at Comic Cons, and it's really cool because like I've not worked with I've only worked with Vulcan Scope, Jason Narvy, and Paul Schrier on this and
Yes, and me.
Richard Horvitz.
Yes.
But I've grown to know them all, and so it feels like when I see them, it's like being around family.
Yeah, when there was like two casts. There was the voiceover cast, and then there was the Rangers. And so while Walter was on the set with the rest of the Rangers shooting, we would come in like after they had finished shooting, and we would come in and do the monster voices and Alpha and Zordon voices. So we've seen each other more at conventions over the last 30 years than we have actually while we were doing the show. In fact, when we were doing the show, we would just cross paths as they came in to do their ADR as well.
Which is funny because if you think about it like this, on the set when we're reading our lines, we're doing our lines, there was always a script supervisor that was reading the lines of Alpha or Zordon or Rita. Like it was the real voices. So then when we see the episode and hear the voices, it's like, oh, that's so cool. And I went back and did Power Rangers Once and Always, which is the 30th anniversary show. Did you guys see that, by the way? Yes, Netflix. It was very cool. It was really exciting to be back. And again, when we shot it, the script supervisor was doing the voice of Rita or Roper Rita, and when I saw it and I heard Barbara Dixon's voice, it gave me chills. I was like, because it was like it took me back to that time.
That's when it was finally complete.
I was happy to come back to do that movie because one, I thought it felt like the series. It had the same feel as the series, which was awesome. Two, my only criticism of the whole thing was that Alpha was too tall. Alpha in the suit was almost as tall as Walter. And Alpha is like this big, but then they told me, well, it's like Alpha 9, so he's grown as the droid's gonna change. So. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. Yeah, I thought it was a very nice tribute to Trini, who we miss dearly, and Jason. Yeah, so I was really happy to do that one.
Well, thank you guys. I'm happy to see you guys through the legs.
Thank you, brother. Great question.
Hi. So I think a lot of us know that the original Power Rangers came from Japan with Super Sentai. Have you ever watched Super Sentai? And if so, what was your favorite season, both before Mighty Morphin or after?
I've only watched very little of it, so I can't say that I have a favorite season. What is your favorite season?
I like Live Man from 1988.
Live Man?
Yeah.
I think that's the one I should probably check out. Yeah.
Well, it was interesting for us to watch some of that stuff from Mighty Morphin because it was dark, right? I mean, like the Green Ranger, spoiler alert, killing his parents. Like there's another one where the Rangers are like tied to stakes, like looking like they were crucified. Like, sorry kids, didn't mean to ruin your childhood, but that was some dark stuff, and we loved it. We're like, why can't we do that?
Was there a broken skull component in the Sentai version?
I think it was Squad Babu. I think that was the closest.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my favorite things when we were doing the series was Walter and I worked in Valencia. That's in Valencia, California. And so if you would walk into our production offices, you would see all the suits of the monsters hanging from the wall. You remember that? You remember that? All the suits. And I think the recording booth is like upstairs or in the back, the far back or something. Yeah, that was.
You could smell them.
You could smell the suits. It foam rubber. It felt like we were in Sid and Marty Krofft land. It was like you smell the foam rubber. But it's amazing how they look on screen and how they look just hanging there as costumes on the walls.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice.
Hi, little one.
Hi.
Was that Scarlett?
Yes.
Good to see you, Scarlett.
How many pies and cakes were thrown in your face in the making of the Power Rangers season?
Oh, that's my favorite question of all time. Not as many as you'd think. They were usually Barbie foam, like spray foam, but they also had a lot of rubber ones. Like there's a great shot of Paulie chucking one. Yeah! Well, it was rubber, so he could keep chucking it. And I think it's the only thing he ever actually stole from the set. And then he tried to eat it, and he was very sick. Great question.
Zach, I want to know, how could you stand Angela, her being so Angela-ish?
I love you. That is a great question. You know what? Angela's just being Angela. She was, it's the way she was raised. No, she was a really nice girl. That was the way they wrote it in the script, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess she had to keep Zach humble. That's what it was. Like otherwise Zach had all that swag. Great question.
Thank you. What gave you guys to make? What idea gave you guys to?
You're doing great, buddy. You got this.
What idea? I'm sorry, just very shy.
That's okay.
Just take your time.
What gave you guys the idea to make Power Rangers?
Well, you know what? The show was a show in Japan. It was called Sentai, and they ran for 20 years in Japan. And then our producer Hans Saban, he saw this show and was like, I think we can make an American version. So he brought it to America. He hired American actors to be the teenagers with attitude. I was one of them. And then we shot the show, and here we are 32 years later.
Oh no, not teenagers.
I know, it was crazy. It was fun.
Thank you.
Great question, buddy.
Good job, bud.
You did it. Yeah, give him a round of applause.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Albuquerque, I should say.
I thought you said welcome back to alcohol at first.
Microphone's too low for me, so it's kind of like rough on my knees.
Lift it up. Point it forward. Here we go.
There it goes.
I think I met most of you guys before, but my main question is, what do you think about the new Power Rangers that'll be coming out here pretty soon?
We haven't seen it, so I don't know what to think of it yet, but I'm excited. I know it's going to be a reboot of Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin, and it's being shot in London. I'm excited to see what they do. It should be interesting.
Oh yeah, they have, what's his name, from Percy Jackson attached to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so and he does great stuff. So, we look forward to seeing the legacy taken care of. we're hoping it gets to the level of writing that they had for the comic books.
Yeah.
The comic books had great character development for everybody, for all of our characters at this table. And we're hoping to see something like that. That'd be great.
Thank you.
Any question?
Hi.
Hey, what up?
Hello. I have a question. Did any of you guys steal like a costume or like anything from the set?
Steal? No, we wouldn't do that, no.
Borrow.
Oh, borrow! Oh my God, we got so many things!
I know I did. At the time we got there, they just said, hey, just don't do it. Just don't do it. I guess JDF had taken a bunch of stuff, and a lot of people had to come with that. But when we got there, they said, just nobody do anything, don't create a problem. So we were pretty. So all I got was my morpher and my street clothes that I wore on set. I wish I would have gotten a suit, but yeah, that's all I got was my morpher that I wore on set.
I didn't get anything, I didn't steal anything, but I was given a communicator by our prop guy. I took that home, and I have a shirt that I took home one day from the set because I was tired, and I was like, I'll bring it back tomorrow, and never brought it back. And I did get somebody gave it to me. They gave me the juice bar sign from Ernie's Juice Bar.
Oh, dude!
Yeah, so I have that.
That's cool.
It's pretty big. It's like, yeah.
Still today?
I do. I have it. I never put it up though. I gotta put it up. And I went back to the show for the 30th anniversary, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, and they didn't give me any of my costumes again. But I had a fan. They auctioned it off to the fans, and I had a fan that went out and bought my actual uniform and the belt and some prop tasers. He bought it for $8,500. And then he came and he gave it to me.
Oh.
So I have it. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Like an idiot, I bought mine with my own money. But I got it. I got it.
Yeah, we all have little bits and pieces here and there.
Any question?
See you.
We also have a bunch of unread scripts, so if you ever want to borrow them and read them. bullshit. But my line!
I'm James. From your shows for stunts, did you guys have any really bad major injuries from stunts or?
Tweet Train, the Yellow Ranger, she hurt herself at one point. She hurt her knee, and so she was out for a while.
Was it her knee? Was it her ankle? She hurt her ankle at Universal Studios.
Was that Universal?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she rolled it. You guys came out.
Yeah.
And you did these badass moves.
Yeah.
And then she rolled, and Austin almost hurt himself really badly because they blew the pyrotechnics as he was flipping, and he landed on his ass. And she fell, and if you recall, it was a mat that was there, so that as they flipped off a platform, they could land softly. But what the mat did was, every time they landed, they did not have a solid surface.
Right, yeah,
so all of you guys almost hurt yourselves, and Tui rolled her ankle. But yet, she continued her kata and did the rest of the
She did a split. She's like,
yeah, she did.
She did a split, yeah. I think that was the only injury that I remember. I mean, we had basic, aches and pains from kicking and doing it. Because the thing is we would do our fights often in the morning. So they would bring us to the set, and it'd be early in the morning, and the grass is wet with dew. And they'd be like, okay, we're gonna go over your fight scenes so we can work out our fight scenes with our stunt guys. And then they go, okay, go back to your trailer. And then, we warm up to do the fight and figure out our fight. And then we go back to the trailer and we eat breakfast and we get cold and we take a nap. And then it'd be like 11 o'clock and they're like, all right, we're ready to shoot. And we're not warmed up now. And we have to jump in and sometimes you throw kicks and you pull muscles and stuff, but yeah.
Great question.
Hello. I remember as a kid sitting on Saturday morning in front of the big TV watching Power Rangers, and now I watch my brother's kids watch Power Rangers. And I was just wondering, how does it feel watching Power Rangers become a generational enjoyment?
Humbling.
Yeah.
Very humbling.
Yeah, it's an honor, because you don't know when you're doing something how big something is going to become. You're just kind of going to work and hoping that it resonates with people, and now we're like 2 generations into the show, which is pretty amazing. Anything that has that kind of impact on pop culture worldwide is awe-striking to me. I'm just like awe-stricken that after all these years it still continues to go on.
Yeah, and I always tell people it's the only show I can ever think of where you can be a kid, watch your season, then become an adult, have a kid, and they watch their season, and you can flip-flop them from your season to their season with equal interest. I mean, growing up, I didn't want to watch the black and white stuff that my parents were watching. There's no way I would watch it, but parents and kids can watch the same shows that they grew up on. And I don't think there's any other show in the world that has that component. I worked hard on that.
Good answer.
Good answer. Mexicans this way. Mexicans this way.
First of all, welcome to Albuquerque. Huge fan, you guys.
Thank you.
Questions for Skull and Bulk. What were your guys' thoughts when they asked you guys to have your characters transform into chimps and voice act the
Oh,
chimps?
we hated the chimps. But the reason that happened was that we were working on the Bulk and Skull spin-off. And so they still needed the comedy, and at that point, Shuki Levy, who was one of our executive producers, was obsessed with monkeys. I don't know why, but that month he was into monkeys. And so they decided they had to have monkeys. Never seen. So they did. So Polly and I decided to overcompensate when we weren't working on the spin-off and do Hamlet at that point. Which is funny, because I used to have a statue of a monkey holding a skull just like Hammond, going, and we used to think that was really funny, but when they turned us into monkeys, I looked at that statue and I go, that shit ain't funny. Pardon my French. Sorry, kiddo. Ship with a P.
You guys were monkeys for the entire Turbo season?
I don't know if it was the entire season, but then they when we were no longer monkeys, we were invisible.
That's right.
So now we're invisible monkeys. Yeah. And so we're just to avoid it. Was lame. It was lame.
There were a few of those things that happened that were kind of lame.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yeah, I caught one or two.
Yeah.
And then for the Turbo Space Rangers, do you guys think, because you had 2 forms, do you guys have Master Morphers as well?
Master Morphers?
How like Tommy, he had a Master Morpher that allowed him to morph into all his previous forms. So if you guys have more than one, do you think you would have one as well that would allow you to morph into either the Turbo Rangers or Space Rangers if needed?
I say that answer would be yes. Although when I came back in, what was that, Megaforce? They actually had given me the bigger morpher that I hadn't seen before, so I'm guessing, theoretically yes, but I don't think they actually put anything out like that. But theoretically, I would say yes.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question.
Hey guys, this first question is for my son. He's a little nervous though. But for each of you, even those who were Rangers or not, if you could choose a different Ranger and power from any other season, you can't choose your own, which one would you choose?
Well, I'm gonna say, I always say I would stick with the Mastodon and I would stick with my own powers, but I gotta say that Green Ranger was something. I'm just saying, I would love to have my own Dragon Zord, the dagger, that would be awesome. I think his story was the greatest written story of all the Rangers, he came in as a bad guy, became a good guy, got his own Zord, got his own powers, lost his powers, became the White Ranger. Was like that. I think I would love to have that story, but as the Black Ranger.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, what's your name, buddy?
My name is Osiah.
Osiah, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Osiah.
And then I have a question as well, sorry. For Walter, Are you familiar with the Omega Rangers? Like after with the comics, how Jason, Zack, and Trini got their Omega powers afterwards?
Yeah, man, I love that story.
The outfit is so sick.
It is so sick.
Wait to see you in the outfit is what I'm trying to say. So if you could.
You know what? We'll see. Maybe it would happen one day. I know. I just had a meeting with. I hung out with Kyle Higgins, who wrote the comic books, and he was talking about the Omega Rangers, and I'm grateful. I love that story.
Yeah.
I think that that's where they should go. They should go with the comic book stories, and that allows us all to be, the Morphin Grid is alive.
Yeah.
Allows us all to come back and you get to see all your favorite Rangers and new stories. I think that would be great.
I mean, it's like MCU level crazy in the comics too. It's like Thanos Endgame type stuff. So, but awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Looks like we're down to our last.
Okay, how's it going? How you guys doing?
Wayne's World, party time!
Party time! So, as a musician, one of my favorite things about Power Rangers has always been how hyped the intros can get someone. So I wanted to ask each of you, not counting the seasons you were in, is there any intros that you're pretty fond of for Power Rangers?
The original is always going to be, yeah.
Because I have a soft spot for In Space being my favorite. You guys have the countdown, which gets us. But of course, Mighty Morphin has the guitar, which as a guitar player myself, I have learned a bit of that intro. So
yeah. You know what I've also noticed? Have you ever noticed that the Rangers go do 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 do, right? Is very similar to Kim Possible. Kim Possible has that. I think they ripped that off.
We were here first.
We were here first. And every time I hear it, I go, oh, Command Center. And they go, no, it's Kim Possible. I'm like, no, it's not.
Great question, brother.
Thank you guys. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I guess with that, we're done.
Thank you, everyone.
For coming.
Thank you guys, you're awesome. If you haven't had a chance to come by the table, please come by, say hello. We'd love to meet you. And definitely come and check me out tonight at the after party. I'll be performing a couple of my songs, so come and check us out.